Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Rahim. I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang.
Good, what's good?
So today we are going to react to some videos. This episode is going to be titled, What Would You Do? Because what would you do in these scenarios? Two of them are funny scenarios. The third one's not really what would you do.
Yeah.
Without further ado, here's the first video.
Oh, excuse me. Where's Brandon? Where's Brandon?
Get away from me, bro.
No, hey.
Go. You need to get. Hey. You gotta go. Out right now. I don't care. Get off the stage right now.
That way, Michael. No. Where's Brandon?
All right. So it's graduation season, guys. What would you do if you were that superintendent?
If I was a superintendent, I was thinking about if I was a daughter.
Well, I'm gonna get both. We're gonna do the superintendent and then the daughter after.
I don't know, because I feel like you got to keep it professional. So I probably would just, I don't know. I might have lost my job. I might have lost my job because I would have immediately been like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, what's good, bro? What's good? In front of all these people, you gonna act like this? Yeah, no. I think the professionalism would have went out the window.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't like people touching me.
Yeah.
I don't do well with people touching me without my permission. I don't do well with people touching me in general. Like,
yeah.
So even if you had my permission, I probably still feel weird. So that wouldn't have went well.
Yeah.
I would have definitely kept it professional. I would have yelled at everybody who is supposed to block people from getting on stage.
What is security's job?
I literally would have been yelling at all of them. For this situation, I don't think I would have put my hands on that
No.
father. I definitely would have probably tossed him off of me.
Yeah.
And be like, get your fucking hands. I would have cussed for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
How about you out of your fucking mind?
Wait, was this high school? I can't remember.
It had to be high school because it's superintendent.
Yeah, I would have been cussing.
I don't care if it's high school, middle school, elementary. I'm gonna get the point across that you don't fucking do that. So I would have been cussing personally. Now, how would you have reacted as a daughter?
Probably similar to her, confused as fuck. Like, but I mean, she probably know her daddy,
Yeah.
Ain't no surprise, but I probably would have had to cuss my daddy out that day as well. Because you're not gonna embarrass me like that. That is so embarrassing.
Really embarrassing.
You just ruined one of her special moments for what? Your ignorant ass. Ugh. I would have had to cuss him out. Me and my daddy wouldn't have been cool. We would have been beefing.
Yeah, because now like her dad's gonna be known by not just people in her class and in her city. The whole internet knows now that your daddy is a racist. So now when you go to college, it don't matter if you go in state, out of state, they don't know your daddy
follows
is racist.
You.
Like,
yeah, and that's just so, because I'm sure like you Google her name, that's gonna pop up.
Yeah,
tied to her, and it's not even her fault.
It's her daddy.
I would have been pissed. Oh my god! And the way he moved him out the way, woo!
Because you can't, and there's I've seen people be like, "Oh, that's not racism. Maybe he just didn't want his daughter to touch that man." I was like, the black superintendent, and I think it was Wisconsin. Be for real.
Yeah, I saw some that were like maybe they had some beef prior to.
Even if they did,
like, I don't give a fuck what the situation is. You do not come on stage where a student is graduating, trying to have their moment and do some shit like that. Like,
I don't care if it's your daughter. Even if I'm another parent too, you literally just ruined my kid's graduation by doing this.
The whole day is overshadowed by that one.
Because nobody's going to be like, oh, this was a joyous moment. They're gonna be like, did y'all see that, Dad?
That shit.
Imagine if I was a black kid in the crowd, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
One of the 5 in Wisconsin
that
was
is
probably
dead. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know too much about Wisconsin's population, but yeah.
there's Milwaukee, and then there's Wisconsin. The niggas is in Milwaukee. I'll tell you that right now.
I just clicked on it again and I'm looking like that poor girl. She walked off so sad.
He just ruined that. He just took a moment from her.
You can't get that back.
You cannot.
It's like graduations are so special, and like you don't know. Fuck that dad. Fuck him.
Especially because like especially the high school graduation in particular, you're not going to see some of these people ever again.
Yeah.
Like my college graduation and stuff, like I've seen some of them people. Like,
yeah, I don't know nobody from undergrad.
Well, you moved back home.
Yeah.
But I went to a commuter school that nobody was from my area that I went to school at too. Nobody was from fucking Northridge.
Yeah, that's true.
Like niggas is from Carson. Or Compton. They're from Compton and they go to Carson. Nobody's from Northridge. Like, but I would say shout out to that daughter, but I don't know her views either, so I don't even want to give her a shout.
Not even shout out, just I hope.
I feel bad for everybody in that situation. Okay.
Because,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, because I can only imagine after the ceremony how that situation went down. Like
fuck that dad.
Party. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to do nothing.
You can't even.
Was blown up.
You can't even go to dinner, and because like you just imagine you see somebody from your graduation and you see another parent. That parent might want to run the hands with your daddy.
Yeah.
Like, are you like? And you know the allies, the white allies, those are the ones that those are the ones that are gonna be like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah. Yeah. You need to leave.
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
All right. Moving on to another situation that's whew. I'm just going to put the video in.
I'm a psychologist, so please keep me anonymous as I can't break confidentiality clauses. But I have to tell someone. A patient of mine told me she was sleeping with a married man and the guilt was eating her alive.
Yeah, okay.
The patient said the man was going to leave his wife for her.
Yep.
And she was like, well, I love this guy, but I feel bad and I'm like a home wrecker. And
you would feel bad, but you'd be like, oh, my happiness, your like, how do you decide that?
Later that week, my husband told me he was leaving me for a woman he's been sleeping with. My husband was having a fling with my patient. And I couldn't tell either of them or anyone because of the confidentiality clauses. But I need to tell someone and I just need to scream. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I guess I don't even know what the questions to ask. I guess what would you do if you were the psychologist in this situation?
I'm thinking what the ethical codes you gotta follow.
Okay, so give me the ethical answer and give me the unethical answer.
The ethical answer, I would probably have to discharge that client and be like, look, there's conflict of interest. But psychologists are different, so I don't know how they.
So you can't say that either, though. You can't let them know that it's a conflict of interest because you're not supposed to be aware of this. I don't know if you can say it's a conflict of interest because you're not. I guess it is. It's weird. This is a weird situation.
Well, yeah, because the husband.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't know how you can. I don't know how you get out of it.
You gonna have to. There's got to be some type of law or ethic. I don't know. Unethically, I'm a non-violent person. But we might toe the line of violence in this situation.
Has there ever been a situation where somebody's like, I'm a non-violent person, and what they said was not going to be the violent shit that they're going to do to somebody?
It would toe the line of violence because we just sat in session after session after session. You talk about this man, and it's my man. Oh my God.
Ooh.
That's just I don't even know. I feel like I would just be like, this is unreal. Like this is
Yeah. I don't know what you're allowed to do legally.
yeah.
But I know what I would do that's not legal. I'll tell you that. I personally would not do anything to the client.
Mm-hmm.
Now my spouse, it's a
Mm-hmm.
different story.
Yeah.
We're
going up.
It's going up. I have sisters.
Mm.
Y'all motherfuckers is definitely jumping that bitch.
Oh my God. And you know what's crazy too? Because I'm like, violence is not the answer.
Sometimes it is.
But sometimes it might be a little bit. It might be a little bit. But no, that's why. And yeah, too, because the client really, because you got to really think like, why are they even there? You know,
Because I would question my spouse and be like, you didn't even let your person that you're smashing know that what I do for like you didn't even care enough to let them know what I did for a living. So tell them my name or any of that shit. Because if I'm creeping and the person I'm creeping with know I'm creeping, I'm at least letting them know, hey, this is the person. So if you see this person,
right, just in case you run into, let alone you getting services provided, any type of, it don't matter what type of service.
no,
I don't care if she's your grocery store clerk. I don't care if she's your mailman. I don't care. No.
well, if
Crazy.
grocery store, that don't matter. You can go to other grocery stores, but like the male person, like say your male person is sticking your wife or your nigga.
That would be so foul because they know.
So that means like they know where you live, they know intimate details about you, and then they just giving you the I have a big problem with people who do it that way. Cheating is wrong always. But there's levels, and this is a level that is I cannot reach.
Wait, did you see that story on TikTok about the pregnant lady who and her best friend was pregnant
At the same time?
Oh, now that one was a ride, okay? That one was a ride. I was locked in because
Didn't invite her to the baby shower.
Yeah.
Listen,
don't not invite me to stuff, and I got your location. Okay.
You know,
That's
I'm gonna say something that women, y'all make it real hard for me to defend y'all.
In those type of situations.
Because I be on TikTok like saying like, man, I don't know why y'all like men.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where I'm like, shit, I don't know why we like women. Because y'all are just as trifling.
I feel like I have never come across, that's a lie. I've come across some trifling women.
I was about to name some people,
but
I'm reckless.
I'm to that level, just to go to those extremes, like you planned a baby shower, his family is there. After the day before was at my baby shower. Oh,
you didn't invite me.
Yeah, how are you going to tell me?
How are you going to have a kid? Like eventually I would have questions like, where's the daddy? Because she was like a one night stand. She said it was a one night stand. I'm like, okay, we'll put them on papers. Yeah. Like I'm the friend that's gonna be like, you need to get child support.
Like I'm gonna help you through it. What do you need?
What do you want?
Her stealing the gifts, I was like, yeah. I understand. But then it was, I don't know. That's so trifling though, to know like y'all were at my baby shower the day before. And y'all at girl's baby shower, knowing she's my best friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gosh.
Sorry, that just popped up in my mind.
I don't even know.
Shock thrill. I was like, what?
I think too with like cheating and stuff like that. I just honestly think people just need to tell their partner,
Mhm,
like, yo, I'm not satisfied sexually. Some people are gonna be cheaters, whatever.
mhm.
But like, I'm not satisfied this way or that. Some people they just cheat. They don't know how to stop. And
Yeah,
sometimes I'm just like, it's literally people needs aren't being met. I'm like,
yeah,
just tell your partner your needs aren't being met. You never know what people will be like. All right,
yeah. Communication, people. Communication. We
I'll
love.
probably lose my licensing.
Oh,
If-
for the psychologist, it's not even worth it though.
no,
I
no.
would.
If I'm sitting, I mean, let me not say lose my licensing. I'll lose my freedom because I'm going to jail. Um, because ain't no way. Because it would be in my situation, it would be me
Mhm,
talking to another dude.
yeah.
So you got me talking to this dude, and this dude spilling all his problems to me and stuff like that.
Mhm,
And then I come home to you to find out that you cheating on me
yeah.
and you want a divorce, and then I'm
Yeah.
finding out it's with the dude that I'm with. I'm like talking to every fucking day or every time, every week, having appointments with them. Oh yeah,
Most vulnerable. They know
mm.
all your business.
They sitting there telling me details, details.
Oh my God.
Oh,
But imagine the client finding out like, oh my God, my psychologist is the wife.
that's why. That's why I would be more upset with like I get more upset about things that probably aren't rational. Like you didn't even cheat good enough that like you told your partner, like that would make me mad. Like you
Stop,
weren't even a good
stop
enough
cheating.
cheater to like
Yeah.
you didn't even tell them about me. You could have got away with this.
Yeah.
You didn't even tell them about me.
Like
Like
you
I
didn't
would be
care enough.
you didn't care enough about your cheating
Yeah.
to tell them that this is what I do and who I am.
Yeah.
That would piss me off. Like I'm not valuable enough for you to even like hide it, basically. Yeah. I'm losing my freedom.
Crazy.
I'm
Crazy.
losing my freedom. I don't care.
No, that's a wild. Some of these stories too, I'd be like, are these real? Like, this is someone's real life. This is crazy. And then I think of Reddit and I'm like, wow. Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
I be thinking some of these are fake, and then you meet people who got like some crazy ass
Who
stories.
have experienced some of the crazy,
I
this is
say,
not for life.
and that's why when people be like, "Why'd you stay?" or "Why you do this?" I'm like, people be love make people do stuff that they
Mm,
did not
mm,
do.
yeah.
You got people who get niggas' faces tatted on them.
Yeah.
Love
No,
is not rational, guys.
it's not. And that's why I be like, I want to be in love. I'm like, it's some scurry shit, okay? You can't even think straight. Like, no, it's crazy. But
The
yeah.
moment like you find yourself like in love too, you be like, God damn it.
When I'm thinking like, oh, they would like this. No.
You go to the store and you're like, oh, this is the lotion they told me about. That's when you know it's over. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm out here
It's
thinking to buy you shit that you don't even.
got this for you. I just thought you would really like it.
I know you're running low on this. Sorry
Yeah,
about you.
sick, sick, sick. Love is crazy. It's beautiful, but it's crazy. And
I don't know
unhealthy
if it's
toxic
beautiful.
love is scary as fuck. Because some of these people, especially I think TikTok has opened me up to a whole new side that people are willing to put a lot of their toxic behaviors out on the internet.
Yeah,
Scary shit.
I'm not doing that.
Scary shit.
If I'm getting put my toxic stuff, because I'm not gonna act like I have not been toxic. I've
Mhm.
let it slip a little bit on here, but I haven't let it all go out.
Mhm.
If I let my toxic stuff that I've done or said to people out, best believe I'm monetizing that shit and getting paid.
Yeah, for real.
If you hear me say something that I've said to some of these women sometimes, like when I was like 18, 19 years old, best believe I'm making some coin off of that because I'm not gonna look like a dog on the internet for no reason.
Yeah, like early 20s me was very reckless.
Oh man, there's a thing that you told me. You said.
Do I regret what I've done? I don't know if I regret it,
All
but
right, let's move on. All right, so there's this thing that's been going around about California having
Mhm.
accents.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I want to introduce this clip right here.
I remember one time on Twitter there was a discourse about whether or not Cali niggas had accents, and I'm here to let y'all know, you do. And as long as Machiavelli is on this fucking app making content, y'all will have a representative. That lady talks like E40, and that is no shade, because I fucking love Mecca. She's just a Cali bitch down. Like down to the ground.
All right, so I guess what do you think about that? This whole conversation?
Definitely have an accent, which is so funny because even if you go to the Bay Area, it's a different accent. You go to LA, it's a different accent. It's
San Diego's a different
yeah, we got different accents, different lingos. But it's funny because when you're talking to people from California, you're not gonna recognize it. If you're from California, you're like, yeah.
Well, you're from SoCal.
So if you're from your area, like if they're from the
Yeah.
same area and then you go to somewhere different in California, like my first time going to the Bay Area and hearing them talk, I was like, what the fuck? Why are you talking like this? Yeah, like hella.
They sound like what's his name? Ryan Coogler or whatever.
Oh, the director.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard him talk.
That nigga sounds like the Bay Area.
But I'm like, it's funny because when you meet, also when you're talking to someone from out of state, and they're kind of like they be disgusted with the California accent. They be like, "Where are you from?" Like, oh my god, and it's like California. And I've always had, oh, you sound like a Valley girl all my life. So I'm like,
yeah,
that accent. There's there's different ones, but I thought it was funny the whole discourse because Mecca was like, what are y'all talking about? And I'm like, Sacramento. You could tell when someone's from Sacramento specifically. They talk very different.
The way that I love Mecca's content. I love how she embraced this whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The way she even says Sacramento.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
She's from Northern California. You hear it. And you can also hear that she's been around a lot of people from the Bay Area, from like I guess is Sacramento the Bay Area? I don't consider it.
Oh, they don't consider it the Bay.
Yeah, I don't consider it either, but I don't want people from Sacramento to get mad at me.
Yeah.
But like people from the Bay Area, you can hear the influence in the way that she talks.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I've been told that, oh, you sound like you're from the South. And I'm like, no, I sound like a nigga from California.
Yeah.
Who's been around people from the South.
Yeah.
That's what I sound like. Like, and people from California, especially LA, they sound like they're from the South. They just have West Coast lingo. They talk a little
and it's different parts too, because if you're from, LA suburb, you're gonna sound like a Valley girl. But if you're from LA, you're gonna, you're gonna sound different.
It's like when they say like it's like pork.
Yeah.
To the pork.
To the pork. Down the valley to the pork.
Like, it's like certain things, but I've been told like in my lifetime, especially when I get real comfortable, oh, you sound like this Andre 3000. You sound like whatever Southern nigga that they think of. And I'm just like, y'all haven't been around enough California people.
Yeah.
Because California niggas sound like they from the South.
Like that.
They talk slow, but they just have like a little, I don't know, like a twang. I don't know like how to put it. Like it's like a chill but slow like way they speak. And I always get like, I don't get offended, but I always be like, y'all just haven't been around enough California people.
Yeah.
When they say stuff like that, they expect everybody to sound, I guess, like you. But you don't really sound like a Valley girl. You sound like a Valley girl to Black people. Yeah,
because I've never gotten. Yeah, I don't know, but I was just like, okay, if you want to think that, but
you sound like a Valley girl to Black people who haven't been around Valley girls. That's the way, because I'm like, Valley girl.
Because Valley girls talk like this, and I'm like, I don't extend my words like that, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It's weird, but I just think it's funny. But and then like different accents, like hearing people actually from the South talk, it's like you gotta listen hard as fuck. Like, hold on. You know, I'm hard of hearing. So I'd be like focusing on them words, like,
Yeah.
damn.
Like you can tell that I can tell. Well, it's funny, like how, and when we saying people, we talking about black people. Let's be real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just want to be clear to
Like that was, you know.
yeah. But like black people from like Florida to black people from Georgia,
Oh
in
my god.
particular Atlanta,
Mm,
sounds so different. Like,
mm.
and I can tell.
Down in Atlanta. Atlanta.
Yeah, I can tell what part of Georgia you're from, or
Yeah.
the South you're from. Bama, those are the countryest niggas I've
Woo.
ever talked to. Jesus.
You
Like,
know whose accent is like Memphis.
oh yeah.
Lord have listen to Glorilla. I'm like, God damn.
I'm Cuban.
I'm like, I can't even do it. Like, I be trying to say it, and I'm like, how is she doing it? It's like Cuban, and then my whole voice, I don't know. I sound like Kermit the fucking Frog trying to do it.
It's weird because like how people say water, they'll be like, water. Let me get some water.
So interesting.
Let me get some water. And I'd be like, what? And I know what they're saying. I'm just an asshole. So they'd be like, water. I'd be like, what? Let me get some water. I'm like, water? And I hate when people do that shit to me. But I love doing that shit to other black people because they like, but it's weird because when I went down to North Carolina for Dreamville, what was that, last year? And they were asking me what part of North Carolina I'm from. And I'm like, I sound like a California nigga.
Yeah.
And I don't know how at this point, I'm gonna start telling people I'm from Raleigh. When I'm in the town, they're like, oh, where are you from? I'm from Houston.
I'm from down the way.
But like, I'm like, I sound like a California person. I say I say hella a lot more since I moved to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
It
it happens naturally.
I say stuff that's like California, like people say. I said
Like,
bruh, bro,
weirdo.
I gotta stop saying that though, because like
that's hella
weirdo,
offensive.
weirdo is offensive to. I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
But I was like, man, you're such a weirdo to like.
Yeah.
I was talking about a student, and they took it offensive, and I was like, oh no, like when we say weirdo, we don't mean like weirdo.
Yeah, I did not know that was like basically calling someone bitch. I was like, I didn't know it was that. I say weirdo all the time. But
Yeah, it's definitely. That's why, like, black language. I took a class. It's a fucking language. I know that I can't put Ebonics as like I'm bilingual or whatever on the application because they don't respect it. But black language is a like African American vernacular, AAVE or whatever. I call it Ebonics. So
I say Ave. I'm like Ave.
AAVE is like a new thing to me until I took a class. So I was like, oh, it's Ebonics. Like, why are we doing all this? Like, Ebonics is a language. We have rules and stuff like that. And it's different no matter the region you're in. The spelling is different and everything like that. The way certain meanings. And that's what makes it special.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people discredit California, like stuff like that. Until now I'm seeing the conversation and I like it. That people are like finally like Buster, you Buster ass nigga.
Yeah, Buster.
I call people Busters all the time, but like people be like, what? Because they not from Cali. I'm like, a Buster, you're a Buster. Like I'm acting like a Buster.
Yeah, it's so weird. Because like an LA, I'm thinking like an LA person talking to a Bay Area and their lingo is even different. It's like that could be a problem because they're not gonna know what the fuck what's offensive.
Yeah, because LA niggas say weirdo a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. A lot.
Yeah. So
hella.
I think it's so interesting, like accents and lingo, and it's crazy how everywhere around the world we're just fucking
and like and people have different like even like money. Like when people are describing money, they say it different by region.
Guap, cheddar, cheese,
Gouda,
dough. It's like, damn, dinero.
like
Yeah.
it's different, and I've heard,
Even with the just the whole soda and pop conversation, like I'm like, who the fuck is calling it pop? Everyone on the Midwest is calling it a pop. Okay, it's crazy.
It's like what I've heard since I moved to the Bay Area. It's like people be like, "Yeah, I'm getting to that chicken," and I'm always like, I used to be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" And then I'm like, "Oh, they talking about money."
Mm,
And I was like, and I've heard people say it before, but like I've heard it like in rap songs, people use it because they rhyme in words.
yeah,
Like hearing niggas say it in like a regular conversation, I'm like, you get into that
dude.
chicken.
Oh my god. So we had a guest speaker in class, and he was black. It was like so exciting to see. Like, but anyways, and he said it's so funny because I'm like, when you realize like, damn, people just don't get it. He was like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to get that Panera. And I immediately was like, like bread, got it, money. And no one said anything. He was like, y'all don't get it yet. Y'all will. I was like, oh, I love being black. I love being black because immediately I was like, duh. But yeah, I love
That's
it.
the thing too. Like I don't even have to know like the lingo, and I can still get it.
Yeah, you can get it.
That's the thing. Like I don't need context clues. I
Yeah.
just get it. Like oh,
Yeah.
got it.
That shit is amazing. I'm like, I love that shit.
But
Gotta love culture.
some of y'all don't have any.
Anyway, it's okay. Just it's always gotta be something.
I know it's confusing to the few whites that watch.
We love you guys, though. Thank you for supporting.
Thank y'all for supporting.
Shout out to Dawn. I love you, girl. She
Don,
always,
I hope
always
Don, when you coming on?
She always supports. I know, right? We gotta get her
That's
on.
crazy. You be in the comments, you be liking, and you don't want to come on. So crazy. It's been 2 years now. We've asked you this question. So now I got to just direct it to the podcast that you're going to watch. So,
Dawn.
Don.
Look at me wave. Hey, girl.
Ally. This has been the Harris Show. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem, with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang. And I don't want to say we'll catch you next week. We'll catch you when we catch
you.
Bye.
Bye.